Hello guys, it's been a while. I've been flooded with work and I wanted to play The Walking Dead to tell you guys about that game because it was amazing and I've not really had the opportunity to catch up on all the news that's been going on. And there has been a ton of small, amazing little stories that I want to share with you. So I'm just going to dive straight in and get started with the news. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the latest and greatest virtual reality news, games, and reviews. And if you've been here before and you're still not subscribed, hit that button again. You're bringing me one step closer to my virtual reality dream coming true. And guys, we're doing it. We just hit 10k and I'm about to celebrate my 9-year anniversary of the woman I love, so you've caught me in a good mood. Let's make someone's day. So throughout February, we will be giving out an Oculus Quest. So there are instructions down below for you to follow if you are interested. So the news. So first, let's talk about something that could cause some shiz between SideQuest and Oculus, and that's To The Top, a paid-for virtual reality title that is available on PC VR and PlayStation VR, and the Quest version was denied from the Quest store, so it's been put on itch.io for a small price that you can purchase and install via SideQuest. And the reason that this concerns me is that Oculus, at this point, are allowing a third-party Quest store to supply content to their headset. And commonly on SideQuest it would be games that are free titles or games that are in development bar a few games, but I'm just hoping that Oculus are going to stay consumer friendly on this, as they have been for a while now, because the Quest is a great system and I think SideQuest is an amazing feature of this headset. Or I think it's time they just revise their quality first policy. It's clearly a problem. So many great games are getting denied from the store, so maybe they need to relax on their requirements a little bit. But time will tell, so comment down below your thoughts, because this is obviously a topic that's up for discussion. So what is this game? The game is available for a cheaper price than the PC VR counterpart for only $15 on itch.io, because the game doesn't contain the multiplayer features that the PC version does. And To The Top is a climbing / free running game that promotes fluid, fast-paced motion where you have to select certain areas of the environment to enable you to keep that fluid motion up and momentum. It's a bit like climbing. If you've played that game on SideQuest before, the mechanics are similar. It's not something that we're used to. It is a very unique style of play, and if you're susceptible to motion sickness, stay away from this one. I would definitely like to see more games that were denied from the Quest store become available on SideQuest, because there have been a ton of great games and I would not want to miss out on them. The next one I want to talk about is Life Alyx. You may already know, but their AMA was on Reddit the other day, and I didn't manage to catch it because I was at work, so I didn't catch it in real time, but I did catch up on all the highlights, and I want to share with you some of the juicy bits of information that was discussed, because some interesting things came out of it. But before I dive in, I want to let you know that the original games, Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2, are currently available on Steam for free for the next 2 months until Life Alyx is released, so you can catch up on all of the story. It's rather nice of you, Valve. Thank you for that generosity. Free games, yes please. I'll put a link in the description to those on Steam. The first one is that Valve is running this game on the Source 2 engine, and they are not releasing the SDK toolkit for this with the release of the game, because they had stated that their priority was finishing the game. They hadn't really been focusing on releasing the toolkit for their engine, which I think is understandable. I'd rather get the game on time. Everyone's really excited. Things are constantly getting delayed. So, President on the game, as a consumer, as a gamer, because I'm not a developer in the gaming industry, is a positive. Which moves me on rather nicely to the fact that the game is basically completed. The game is done. It's on track to be released in March, so do not expect a release unless they run into something completely unexpected. They said there was just polishing left to do, just small changes left on the game on the final mission. This is definitely comforting. Games are constantly being denied from virtual reality, and when you're developing something, predicting when it's going to be released at the start of the development cycle or perhaps very early on, it's incredibly unpredictable. So the fact that they've got this right and they've worked hard to stick to it, hats off to you guys. Another amazing one is that Valve's development team consists of up to 80 people. That's the largest team ever to work on a Valve project as well, and this is a virtual reality game, an industry that experts or people that are in the gaming industry just say isn't worth it, and I'm thinking of Phil Spencer right now. This is just completely adding to the hype that this game is supposed to be one of the most amazing virtual reality experiences yet. Incredibly impressive, and interestingly, some people that have been working on this project actually worked on the original series of Half-Life as well, so we've got some OG passion in the mix here, and hopefully that will translate into nostalgic content and continuity of the story. The game is expected to be as long as the sequel title as well, so expect 12 to 15 hours of virtual reality gameplay, which for a VR game you'll know is pretty lengthy. They're not normally that long, and I'll have to charge my Quest 6 times to complete it. Valve have been working on this game for a very long time, and it's so clear that they're proud of this title and excited to share it with us, which is getting me excited. There's a quote here from one of the developers, and it just hits the nail on the head. Working on Half-Life Alyx before it was announced was pretty worrisome. I have a teenage son, and for 4 years, I refused to tell him what I was working on because I knew he would not be able to keep it to himself. On the team, we joked that releasing the game was much less scary than announcing it. But in the end, we are very happy with how it's been received, and we're really excited to get it finished and into your hands. That is commitment right there, not even telling his son. What else hasn't he told him? They go into nuances of the game as well, the gameplay, the interactions to expect, the enemies, the inventory management system, how the Valve Index finger tracking is going to work. So I'm not going into great detail. I'll leave the links down below so you can check out and give it a read yourself, because it is a good read, but it is very lengthy. Doctor Who was released. Doctor Who has recently been released on the Oculus Quest store on the 23rd of January, and if you're a Whovian, you'll finally get to experience what it's like to travel in the TARDIS, having that bigger on the inside moment, going face to face, toe to toe with some of these staple enemies of Doctor Who, the Daleks, the Weeping Angels. Remember, do not blink. That section of the game really scared me. If you saw my gameplay video, I did scream like a little child. The game will only take you around a couple of hours to complete. It's not incredibly long. You can do it even faster than that if you whiz through everything. But as a huge Doctor Who fan, being able to experience all of these moments, the TARDIS, the Doctor, the enemies, is something that I would not have previously been able to do if it weren't for virtual reality. So thank you, Maze Theory. I think you've done an amazing job with this game. Also, guys, if you are interested, I am doing a Doctor Who key giveaway. So if you want Doctor Who for the Oculus Quest, the instructions are down below in the description. Click the link, follow the instructions, and get a chance to win the game. Let's talk about another VR game now. IronLights coming to the Oculus Quest, the Rift, and Steam VR in spring. It's a close combat dueling title where you face off against an opponent in a duel to the death. The developer McNeil managed to get funding from Kickstarter to finish this project, and the USP of this title is rather exciting, and that is LAN capabilities. So this means you and another Quest owner can be in the same room, connected through the Wi-Fi without going into a wide area network, and play a game online with each other. So you can have effectively couch co-op VR gaming. And in this game you can choose 5 classes, all with different weapons, such as a staff or a longsword. The game is not just a button bash swing like crazy. There is method in the madness. You take it in turns doing attack and defense, and when you attack the opponent it goes in slow motion and the opposing player has to defend the oncoming attack. So that means this game is going to be usable for newcomers of virtual reality and the veterans to enjoy all at once. Next, big news about The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. The Walking Dead is going to be a cross-buy title, so if you're watching this now and you want to buy that game, buy it on the Oculus store so you can have the PC version, and when the Quest version is also released, you'll have it on that platform as well. If you buy it on Steam, this will not be possible. So it could be that you currently own a Quest, or you own a Rift S and you could be getting a PC VR headset, or a Quest headset later on down the road, and this way you can increase your library for no additional cost. Also, if you're interested in the game, I do have a review on the channel. I've been playing it recently, and it's a pretty awesome game. So check out some gameplay, check out my thoughts. And some more news on The Walking Dead, that the Quest version and the PlayStation VR version is supposed to be out in the 3rd quarter of this year. So that's from July till the end of September. So during that period, if we don't have any delays, you should be able to play The Walking Dead on PlayStation VR and the Oculus Quest. Another exciting announcement for a game release that I'm really excited for because I love rhythm-based games is the 28th of January. Audica should be coming to the Oculus Quest. And this is a rhythm-based title which we just have so many on the Oculus Quest. Just in VR in general, it's a very saturated genre. But this one is from Harmonix, and Harmonix are a legendary development company that create rhythm-based games. They have a long-standing reputation in this genre, so I expect great things. There's always room for another great, unique rhythm game, not just Beat Saber. So I will be picking this up as soon as it lands. I look forward to sharing it with you guys, because Audica is a rhythm-based shooting game where you have to shoot targets to musical beats, not like Pistol Whip, where it's just an option. Here it's mandatory, and it comes with 33 soundtracks. That is a huge playlist to enjoy, and it's going to keep you occupied for a while. Well, that's it from me today, guys. Thanks for sticking around to checking out the news, because it's been a while, but it's good to be back. Stick around for next time, subscribe for more games news and reviews, and down below if you want to win a Doctor Who game, The Edge of Time. Thanks for watching SteveKnows. Happy gaming. Good day.